Is there still gold beneath New York? The forgotten gold rush beneath the city. In the heart of New York City, where glass towers kiss the clouds and subway tunnels roar beneath the streets, there's a rumor whispered among construction workers and old-timers alike that millions of dollars worth of gold still lie buried deep beneath Manhattan's foundations. It sounds impossible. New York is a city of steel, not gold, or so most people believe. But history tells a different story. The gold that built a city. Before the skyline rose, before Wall Street became the financial heart of the world, New York was already pulsing with the promise of treasure. In the early 1800s, long before the famous California gold rush of 1848, New York was the gateway of America's gold trade. Ships from South America and the Caribbean docked along the East River, their holds heavy with gold coins, ingots, and dust. Much of this gold was offloaded and stored in Manhattan's growing network of vaults, especially in the area that would later become known as the Financial District. Beneath these cobbled streets, basements were expanded, tunnels dug, and secret chambers sealed. By the 1830s, these underground chambers were so extensive that workers joked Manhattan was hollow beneath the cobblestones. No one could imagine how true that saying would become. The Lost Vault of 1863. One of the strangest legends began during the chaos of the Civil War. In 1863, when the city erupted in the infamous Draft Riots, hundreds of buildings were looted and burned. Banks in Lower Manhattan, particularly those near Wall Street, were in panic. To protect their assets, several financiers purportedly moved a massive shipment of gold bars into a private vault beneath what's now the corner of Broadway and Maiden Lane. But something went wrong. A fire broke out nearby, collapsing part of the street and sealing the vault entrance. In the confusion, records of the gold's exact location vanished. Some said the vault caved in and was flooded by the East River. Others claimed the bankers themselves sealed it deliberately, fearing mob attacks. What's certain is that when the dust settled, an estimated $2 million worth of gold, over $60 million today, was missing and never recovered. For decades, construction workers occasionally stumbled on thick iron doors or stone corridors buried under Manhattan's lower streets. Most led nowhere. But in 1898, while digging the first subway tunnels, a group of laborers near City Hall uncovered an underground chamber lined with rusted metal beams and blackened wooden crates. Before anyone could investigate, the foreman ordered it sealed again, claiming the space was unstable. Some say that was the Lost Vault. The gold rush beneath the Hudson. New York's connection to gold didn't end there. During the early 1900s, as America's economy boomed, massive shipments of gold flowed into the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, built on Liberty Street in 1920. Its underground vault, deep beneath the bedrock, far below sea level, remains one of the most secure in the world, storing more than 6,000 tons of gold from nations around the globe. But according to long-forgotten city records, the Fed wasn't the first to use that space. In the late 1800s, engineers tunneling under the Hudson River reportedly encountered old chambers, oak caves of rusted metal and strange metal deposits. The dig site was abandoned, officially due to unstable geological conditions. Yet a letter preserved in the archives of the New York Historical Society tells another story, written by an engineer named Thomas Ellery in 1881. We struck upon an old chamber, 40 feet below the riverline. There were bricks like iron and something glimmering in the lamplight. Metal, I think, stacked in bars. The foreman ordered silence. The next morning, the chamber was bricked over. No follow-up record of that discovery exists. Wall Street's midnight excavation. Fast forward to the 1930s. The Great Depression had crippled America, and rumors of hidden government gold beneath Wall Street grew rampant. In 1934, a nighttime excavation was carried out behind the Sub-Treasury building, now Federal Hall. Officially, it was for maintenance on electrical lines. Unofficially, witnesses claimed to see heavily guarded trucks arriving at 2 a.m. and several crates, each marked only with a simple gold star, being loaded in. The next morning, no one could confirm what had happened. The workers were paid in cash and told never to speak. Later that same year, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed Executive Order 6102, forcing all Americans to turn in their privately held gold to the government. The timing raised questions. Was that secret midnight excavation part of a government effort to recover hidden reserves? Some historians believe so. The subway gold myth. In modern times, the rumor resurfaced during the 1970s during the expansion of the subway lines. A group of MTA workers tunneling near Wall Street claimed to have found a massive steel door welded shut and embedded into the rock. Behind it, sonar scans detected a hollow space roughly 40 by 20 feet, dimensions eerily similar to those recorded in 19th century vault blueprints. The city denied the discovery, calling it a sensor error. But in 1981, a New York Times article reported that during sewer repairs on Penn Street, construction crews unearthed unidentified metallic crates that were quickly confiscated by federal authorities. The crates disappeared without a trace. Even today, workers beneath Manhattan whisper about the Gold Tunnel, a sealed passageway beneath the old financial buildings, guarded by time and stone. Could it still be there? Geologists estimate that beneath New York's modern infrastructure lies nearly 20 miles of sealed tunnels, many from the 1800s, forgotten or mapped incorrectly. Some are flooded, some are filled with rubble, but others remain untouched. Treasure hunters have tried for decades to locate the rumored lost vault, but the city's dense foundations make digging nearly impossible. Every new skyscraper, every subway extension brings renewed whispers that this time someone might hit gold. One retired engineer, Robert Langford, claimed in a 1994 interview, "We were digging deep caissons near Battery Park when we broke through to a small tunnel lined with polished stone. The air smelled ancient. We found a brass plaque marked 1863. The foreman site ordered it filled with concrete before we could explore." Langford's story was never verified, but it fueled new theories that gold from the Civil War vault might still rest beneath Lower Manhattan, trapped under layers of history. The city that forgot its treasure. Today, New York's gold still exists, but officially it sits 80 feet below Liberty Street in the Federal Reserve's vault, guarded by 24-hour surveillance and sealed behind a 90-ton steel door. Tours are open to the public, yet no one is allowed beyond the first chamber. Still, old-timers at the nearby bars will tell you another story. They'll say that the Fed's vault isn't the only one down there, that long before the Federal Reserve, the city built its wealth atop hidden treasure. A few historians quietly agree. There's truth to every legend, says Dr. Margaret Halloran, an urban archaeologist from Columbia University. Manhattan's bedrock holds centuries of secrets, shipwrecks, tunnels, even abandoned safes. Gold isn't impossible, it's just forgotten. A secret waiting beneath the streets. As night falls and the lights of Wall Street shimmer across the wet pavement, few people think about what lies far below, the layers of history, the buried vaults, the sealed tunnels that snake beneath the oldest parts of the city. Could there still be gold under New York? No one knows for sure, but the next time a subway delay hits near Wall Street or a construction project suddenly pauses for safety concerns, remember, somewhere below the roar of the trains and the hum of the city, there just might be a chamber filled with the forgotten gold that built America's empire, and it's waiting to be found. Let me know how you liked today's video by commenting and subscribe to the channel to get the next video. Stay well, stay healthy, and best wishes.